Hello everyone, I'm Saurabh Bharti and you are watching Beam Up channel. So we have already started our Revit structure project. So I've already made 3 of the videos on it, and this is going to be the 4th part of it. And you can find the link in the description below for all these files. So you can check that out. And today I'm going to start this part 3. So you can find the file of this file in the description of the second video. Okay. So second, not actually third video. Okay, so just check that out. And today, before starting, today we are going to what we are going to make is we are going to make the walls for this footing area. So that is top of the footing area to the ground floor till here. Okay, so before making that, let me tell you a few things about the walls. So let me open a new project. You don't have to do it, you just watch it out. Okay, so I'm just opening an architectural template over here. So just to show you the few things about the wall. So I'm just activating here this structure, and I'm going to wall, and in the wall I will select like 2 to 3 walls from here. Okay, it is actually structure wall. I have to select this architecture wall. Okay, so just check this out. I've selected this one wall, that is C whatever its name. Then here is the second wall, and just check that out, that these are of the different thickness, as you can see from here. And let me choose something like this. So these are the walls, and if I go to the finer details, as you can see, right now I'm in the coarse detail, and you can already see the different layer of this walls. And if I go to the finer details, and now you can see the inner core details of it. And if you go to the realistic view, now you can see all the layers in different color. So if you want to see, what are the layers inside of this wall, or if you want to change the layer inside in this wall, you can do that. And how you can do that is, let me show you. Okay, let me just move this one also down. Okay, so first of all, let's just choose this wall. Okay, to make some changes to this wall, what you have to do is go to edit type, and in edit type you go to structure, and here you will find all this just a second, this structural this is material that is used in this wall. So you can make some changes to it, you can make all the changes. Here right now, as you can see, this is the concrete masonry layer, that is 215 millimeter. And what if I change it something like 20 millimeter? And what will happen, just watch it. If I press OK, and again OK, and now you can see that the same layer has been just shrink down over here. So this is how you can make some changes to this walls. Then as you can see, you can find some layers and all the thickness. So you can find the name for that, like this is gypsum, this is concrete masonry maybe, and this layer I don't know, and this is the brick layer. So these are the types of layer. You just have to find the name, and you can edit the layer by yourself from here. So these are few things. Then few more things I need to tell you, that is, okay, let's just watch this out. Let me go to 3D view. As you can see, these layers I can delete them. Let me just delete them. Okay, after that I'm just going to this level 1 and making some walls. So just select any of this wall, and from unconnected I'm going to this connected, and here I'm going to make something like 4 walls. Okay, now that I have made this 4 walls, what I can do is, you can go to any of the view over here, and now you can change this. Okay, you can change the height and size from here also. You can change something like this. So I'm just putting it all the constraint that is at level 2. Okay, after this, what if you want to make this shorter from the top? This is right now at 4 meter height, and what if you want to keep it at like something about 3800 meter, 3800 millimeter, that is equal to 3.8 meter. So for that, what you have to do is just go over here at the top of it, and just mark here size of -200, that is in millimeter, and just hover your mouse from this properties panel to this window, and now you can see that this the size of this wall has already been shrink down. Then what if you want to increase the size of this wall from the downside? So for that, what you have to do is just select this wall, and here you can go to base offset, and here you can put the base offset as minus 200, or let me put it as minus 500. And now just hover your mouse over here, and now you can see that the size of this wall has been changed. Then what else do we need? Okay, and if you want to increase it from the top side, you can just give it a positive offset on the top offset, something as like 500 over here. And now you can see that this has been moved on the top, and as you can see, this is from the first level to second level. This is from the first level to a little bit on the top side, that is plus 500 height. Here it is at minus 500 millimeter height, and this is at minus 200 millimeter height. So this is how you can change the level of this walls. And what more do I need to tell you about is, okay, let's now check out how to make some changes to these walls. So let me just make some grids. So just let me put some grids over here. GR is the grid shortcut, or you can go to this structure or this architecture. Here you will find some grids. Let me make some grids from this place. 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, and again go to the wall, and here just make something like a rectangle over here. Okay, let's just put one more grid in between. So GR is the shortcut for the grid, and I have to put this grid something over this middle place actually. Okay, let's just put it over somewhere. GR. Okay, and let's just put it somewhere over here, and let me tell you about few more things. So I'm just decreasing the size of this wall. After that, I'm just going to align it from this panel, from the middle of this grid, I mean from this grid to middle of this core. And then what I can do is I can lock it. Just a second. Yes, you can find this lock button over here. And what will happen when I lock it? Let me show you. If I move it, this is not locked, remember that. So if I move it, it can move easily, as you can see. And if I try to move this wall, it will not move. And if you move it from this also, as you can see, this moved, but it moved with the I mean this grid, but it should not move like that. Okay, again let me check it out. Okay, now if I try to move it, now it is not moving, as you can see. Actually I moved the grid that time. So if I move this grid, this wall will also move with that grid only, as you can see from here. So this is just constrained with this grid, and whatever the size of this grid, this wall will extend to that place. After that, what else? Okay, let me just put one more wall in between, something like this. And now as you can see that I have made a wall in between, but this wall is not attached. To attach this wall, what you can do is just select this wall, and here you will find this option, that is trim extend single element, and just hover your mouse over this place and then this place, and now you can see that this two has been attached. After that, let me just make one more wall in between, something like this. And what if you want to trim the wall from this place to this place only, and I mean you don't want this wall to extend till this place? For that, what you can do is you can go over here, that is trim and extend corner, and then just trim this. Select first this one and then this one, and now you can see that you can trim it out. And let me show you once again. Select any of the wall like this, and the second wall from where you want to trim the extended wall, and now you can see that this has been trimmed out. Then we have one more option. What if you want to just put everything back? Okay, and let me have some more this about this thing. I've just made this video. I mean I did the same thing on the first video, but I wanted to tell you about the walls, I mean every bit of it. So that is why I'm just making it here. Then again you can use your trim, okay, this button. So what if you want to trim this both at one time? For that, what you can do is you can select this trim and extend multiple element, and then select this wall, and then select this both wall, and now you can see that you can trim it. But what if you try to trim this one? It will not get trimmed because it is on different vertical height. Okay, and this was the horizontal which it can get attached to. That is why this attached and this has not been attached. But if you have selected this wall and then this wall, and now you can see that this has been trimmed down. After that, what is else is left out? Let me see. Yes, the video has been I mean the recording has been started. Okay, okay, after that, what else? Okay, what if you want a curved wall over here? So for that, what you can do is just go to your wall. Okay, and okay, before that, let me tell you one more thing. And let me just put any of the walls somewhere over here, like this generic wall, that is 300. And now you can see that this wall is different and this wall is different. What if you want to match this both properties? For that, what you can do is here you can go to this modify. Here you will find this match property option. Okay, just select this match property, and then to the property which you want to make changes, I mean how you want to make change, select that wall first and select on which wall you want to make that same changes. Now you can see that we have this similar wall. And what if you don't know, I mean if you want to make this wall from here but you don't want to select it from this place, I mean there's a shortcut and you can use it like from here, that is create similar. If you click on it, first of all you have to select the wall from which you want to make the same wall, or like which wall you want to make. So select that wall first, then go to create similar. The shortcut for this create similar is CS. You can use your keyboard also, and after creating similar, now you can create the same wall from any place, as you can see here. Then we have few more option in the walls, and that is, again let me go to the wall shortcut is WA, and here you can see that there's an status that is called allow and disallow. So what does this mean? So as you can see that this wall has been joined swiftly with the other wall. If I'm trying to make this wall like this and I'm just changing any angle from this wall, now you can see that it is making the swift change from this wall to this wall. And if you do disallow this, and now if you try to make the same wall from here, now you will see that it it is not making that swiftly. It is intersecting this wall to this wall, but the this part is left out. Okay, so that is a problem. That is why you don't have to select this disallow button. uh, in any case, if you need this to use this one, you can use that. After that, what else do we have? We have this height and depth button over here. So height and depth, I told you yesterday only about this. If you make it from depth, then you will if you try to make it from here, it will make on the, okay, none of the element is created on the visual view, but it will be made from this level 1 to the down level. So if you go to 3D, now you can see that it has the same wall has been made at a distance of minus 10 feet. So you can check the height. I mean this was about 4000 millimeter, so this has been made at minus 4000 millimeter. Okay, then what else? What if you want to make some changes to this wall? So you can make any custom wall from here. So let me choose this, any of this wall. Okay, this, okay, this would look cool. So I'm just selecting this wall, go to edit profile, and now you want to edit this wall profile. So you can make a circle over here, something like this. Then you can use your spline tool. Okay, let me use this spline tool. Okay, it is not recognized. Okay, because this is a little bit of slanted wall, that is why we are not able to make that from a spline. Okay, and remember that you don't have to overlap with any of this wall. So if you overlap, that will create a problem. So we are just making a wall from here to here. Okay, we should not use this option actually. Okay, from here to here, because that will overlap. So now I have something like this type of wall that looks a little bit funky, and I want my wall to look like something like this and not a straightforward wall. So as you can see, if you try to finish it, it will give you an error right now. And why it is giving us an error? That is because it is overlapping. So to remove that overlap, we have two options. First of all, this split, and then split with gap. So we can just split it. So when we split it, now you can see that you can divide this wall part in two parts. Okay, wall is in two parts. And if you split with this gap option, now, okay, just a second, let me try to split it. Okay, this is not workable in 2D view, I think so. So I will show you in 3D what that does that mean. And there's one more option in this split option, that is delete inner segment. If you select this delete inner segment, then it will give you an option to select two parts of it. And now you can see that this part from where I have started and ended, now this whole part has been deleted. So we are just have to delete all this part that is left over, and you can just trim this part, just trim and extend, trim from here to here, trim from here to here, and just finish it. And now you will have something like this funky wall, as you can see. So we are going to use this in our project. After that, okay, actually we are not going to use it in our project. This is how you can modify your walls. And after that, what else is left to tell you? This walls, so I told you about height and the modification, changing the length and all. So right now I don't think we require anything more than this. Okay, yes, one more thing, that was this split with gap option. So in split with this gap option, what happens is, if you just select this split with gap, and if you try to split this portion something like this, now there will be a gap in between. This is the split with gap option that we have over here. So now we are done with that gap option, and if you try to move it, it will just keep that gap in between and move that wall, as you can see it from here. So these are a few of the modification in the wall that you should have known as a beginner. So let me just delete it and cancel this out. So now let's head to our project. So as I told you, you will find this project in the second video description, I mean third video description. There's a link from where you can find this file. So now let's go to the ground floor, or you can go to TOF. So over here actually, okay, now that we are in ground floor, now any of the column is not visible to, so to see those I mean columns, because we have to make this wall from here. As you can see, what I did is I just gone to this it was the range based level as none. I've just activated this ground floor. Now you can see the shadow of this columns over here, and you can also select it. If you don't want to select it, there's an option over here, that is select underlay. Just select this one, and now you cannot select the underlay from here. So these things are very useful in a project. Now we have to make our wall. So just go to structure, go to the wall, and here we need to select the wall that is exterior 300 concrete. So exterior 300 millimeter concrete, yes, this one. And now we have to make the wall. Okay, so from where we can start our wall is, let me see if I started from, yes. Okay, so before starting our wall, now you can see that we have to keep it at depth and unconnected height. You have to change it to ground floor, reset constraint. Okay, let me keep it to ground floor. Depth is okay, base offset -4000. Just a second, there's some problem. Okay, let me go to the ground floor. We have to make it from TOF actually. So we are already in TOF. Go to structure and select this one, go to unconnected, and make it till the top of the wall is lower than the base of the wall. So where's the top actually? Okay, yes, and this was the problem. As you can see, the top constraint over here, you have just to select this up to ground floor level. And I think that I'm doing everything right. You have just to do is just keep this base offset as 0. Constraint is invalid. Why? Just a second, let me check it out. So this is our ground level. We have to make it from this to this place. So let me go to the ground level actually and go to wall, structure, wall, and let's just try it out once again. The base constraint is TOF, the top constraint is ground floor. So we can do the same thing from here also. So just go to the wall. You have to select the base constraint at and this TOF and top constraint at ground floor. Just a second, there's some problem to it. Okay, again let me try to do it. Go to the wall and here actually just a second. Here you can select height, I think so, yes. So we have to make it from TOF, that is, let me check it out first. Okay, actually we have to make it at height actually. That was the error, I think so. So just go to the this TOF and here go to the wall, then there's that wall, yes. Over here you can select this basic wall 300, just select this height and here from TOF top constraint over here is first floor and then everything is fine. In case you are getting this base offset out of something, you can just put it as 0. So here it should be like 4500. And now let's try to make this wall. As you can see, now we can make the wall. And remember, you have to make this wall something like here we have just made this as disallow. We have to allow it, or you can see this is what happens when you just disallow it. So again, go to the wall and from here you can just allow it, and now you are ready to make this wall. As you can see that, okay, actually we have to do the same thing over here also. So just allow it, and now everything is joined, and from here you can make this wall. So just try to make it one by one. Okay, so let's try to put one wall over there, then the next wall over this place, then next wall over this place, then something over here and over here. And now at this place what you have to do is you can do two things. One, you can just directly make this wall from starting this as starting place from here and ending place something over here, and you can just make it something like this. But we should not apply this method actually. Okay, this is not applied. So if you do the analytical model from this one, it will give you some error. So what we can do is just press undo. Control Z is the shortcut, or you can just click over here so you can get this undo. And now we have to make the same wall, but what we will do is we will just join one wall to the other. This means from this column to this column, then this column to this column, one by one. So just go to this wall, go to this start end radius, so 1 2 and just make it till this place again. Okay, as you can see I have made an error, so just undo it. Control Z is the undo is the shortcut to make this undo. And now let's make it again from here to here, from here to here, and like this. Yes, we are going very well. So just okay, now that we have finished with this arc, we have to select this line button once again, then just make a line from here to this place. So as you can see, I'm just making this as a boundary. Okay, from this place to this place, from this place to this place, and we are almost done. So now just check this out in 3D. Okay, there's one more problem. As you can see that this wall is going inside this one. So why this happened? Because this I have selected as level first and I have to do it as a ground level. So okay, how you can do it? Just select this wall and press SA on your keyboard, and now when you press the SA button on your keyboard, we will just select all the wall. SA is the shortcut, or you can select this same wall, something like this. Just select everything over here, go to filter, check none, and then just select the walls and press OK. And now you can just select the walls. As you can see, this is the shortcut. And I mean, this is not a shortcut is just like this. Just select any of the wall and press SA on your keyboard and you will select all the walls. After that, what you have to do is just go to the top here. Where is that? Okay, base is fine. At top constraint we have to make, just a second, let me filter it out, select the wall, and do I get the top constraint? Yes. So you have to just you have to do is select everything over here, go to the filter, check none, select your wall, press OK, and here you will find that top constraint is till level first. You have to just keep it till ground floor. And now just hover your mouse over this place, and now you can see that we have our wall over here. This is what we want. So as I told you, it is better to make error so I can make you understand better. After this, we have to do one more thing, that is we have to make some changes to this place. That is, I have to place this wall from here to minus 2 meter. Okay, and I have to make this change from the middle of this one only. So for that, what I can do is, as you can see, I'm just selecting this slanted wall side. So this is, I think, the north, maybe. No, this is east. So we have to make the changes over here. So to make changes, you can go to 3D view, you can select this wall, you can go to the right view, go to the edit profile, and you can activate from here the hidden line. Okay, so that it is clearly visible to you. Then what you can do is, we have to make it from half, and as you can see, there's no broken line from here, so you can just make a middle line from here to this place. As you can see, Revit automatically snaps this line. Then we have to make the changes. As I told you, what you can do is, you can either split it first then make it, or you can do it as something like, okay, let me just undo it. You can just trim this portion out and then make a wall. As you can see, what I did is just use TR as a shortcut. You can select it from here, from this place to this place. Now I have to increase the size of this place as more than 2000. I mean, not more than 2000, at 2000, at least 2 meter down. So for that, you can select this one and write it as 6500 and press enter. Now you can see that your line is at 6500. Or what else you can do is, select this one and you can just drag your mouse something like this and keep it at 6500. Whatever you think is easy, you can choose that. So it was before it was at 4500, now it is at 6500. Now just select your line and try to make this line, and now you can see that Revit automatically is snapping over here. So you can just make it something like this and you can delete this wall. Now we have what we want, just finish it. So this is one way. The other way is, just select this wall, and then over here we have to increase it from the base. So as from here, as you can see, the base offset is 0. You can just decrease it minus 2000. and now hover your mouse over here, and now this is what we want. So this is the shortcut to make this. That is why I told you about everything about the modification of wall. And I think we are done with the wall modification in this video. Is there anything left that I need to tell you? And I don't think so, and we are done. So just save this project for this video and meet you guys in next video. So thank you for watching. Signing off.